It's Tuesday, October 22nd, and you know what that means. It's time for another Toast Tuesday. All right, here we go. I'm Mike.
And I'm Cameron.
And we're going to be your hosts today to take you through another Tuesday from the beautiful Finger Lakes on Seneca Lake. And it is beautiful right now with the fall, the leaves changing.
It's good weather.
We're just about into the peak of the leaves changing. Yeah, and it's beautiful outside. So
nice.
It's a great time of the year to come and visit. So Cameron, how was your week?
It was good. It was good. I would say we've had a pretty good, busy week. Gearing up for a concert that I'm going to very soon. So I'm super excited.
A concert, local?
I think in Buffalo, up near Buffalo.
Okay. That's a little bit of. Do we want to share the band?
Oh, well, I'll wait till I see them.
You're going to wait. Okay, all right. So we don't want to give it away.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Yeah, we had a good week here. We hosted a Saturday night. We had a private event. Hosted a 25th wedding anniversary party for Laura and Wayne. So shout out to Laura and Wayne. Congratulations on that milestone. Thrilled that we could have your party here and host you here. So that was super cool to be able to do. Hey, sometimes I think I've seen it all here. Sunday we had something we never had before happen.
Yep,
we had. You want to tell us about it?
We had a dine and dasher on a Sunday.
Dine and dasher, a taste and dasher.
Taste and
on
dash.
A Sunday. What happened?
A little ridiculous. Well, they finished up. They were getting their mulled wine, and I was grabbing our little square unit to cash them out. And I turned around, and they were already in their truck driving off. It was
taste and dash, unbelievable, right? And this was not. These were like older people, right? Like older than me, probably.
They were not my age. They were.
I mean,
they were old.
I just can't even believe it that somebody would do that. So
I remember the faces. Don't you worry.
You know what? I'm drawing a blank here, but Taylor does a Karma song. What's my band that I like?
Guster.
Not Guster, but Karma Police.
Oh, okay.
That's not the name of the band. That's the name of the song.
No, it's a song. Yes.
So the Karma will be out there.
Karma
will be out there for them. We know who they are.
That's true. We won't forget them.
We won't be welcoming them back. So. Unbelievable that happened. Quick harvest update. A little slower this week. We didn't get any grapes in, so no new grapes came in. Gave me a chance to catch up a little bit. Doing a lot of work on barrels right now, getting them nice and swelled up so they don't leak and sanitized, so that we can put our wine in those barrels. We still have Cab Franc, Cab Sauv, Syrah still to come. And that's definitely coming this week. So those will be in. This will be the last week of grapes coming in.
Perfect.
Of course, there'll still be a lot more to do. But but it's good to have a little bit of a breather, I guess I would say, last week as it relates to harvest, if you will. But hey, we've got a special behind the scenes that we want to take you guys through related to harvest. We're going to talk about chapitalization.
Cool.
It's a cool word, right? Chapitalization. So Cameron and I did a little behind the scenes film for you, and we're going to talk about what is it, why do we do it. So have a look here real quick. We're going to cut to that scene, and we'll see you on the other side. Hey everyone, it's Mike and Cameron here. We're going to take you behind the scenes on one of my least favorite things to do when it comes to winemaking. And that is chapitalization.
Ooh.
Chapitalization, that's a fancy word for adding sugar to juice prior to or right at the onset of fermentation. So we're getting ready to do that right here. We've got my little setup here, and it's messy, it's sticky, it's everything that you think it might be. So not my favorite thing, but we got to do it. So I'm adding juice here to our barrel, and I'm going to get ready to dump sugar in this. Why do we do chapitalization? Not to sweeten the wine. So this is not a process by which we're sweetening wine. This is a process by which we're making sure there's enough sugar in the juice to make it a proper alcohol level. So yeast will consume sugar to make alcohol. And if you don't have enough sugar in the grapes, you might end up with a wine with like 8-9% alcohol. So don't like to have to do this, but in the Finger Lakes here, sometimes grapes just don't get ripe enough. And well, most often they don't get ripe enough. And we need to add sugar to ensure that you get the right alcohol level. So this is 50 pounds of dextrose. Nice.
You're just kind of lifting it like it's nothing.
50 pounds.
Look at that.
Yeah, don't try this at home. We use dextrose to add the sugar to the wine because it's a powder type of form. Dextrose is corn sugar, and it essentially dissolves really well. So that's important with this because we want to make sure this is nice and dissolved. And now listen, we don't get super fancy here. I'm using essentially what is a paint mixer on the end of my drill.
You know what works? It works.
To mix this up into the juice. So let me take my hose out here. And of course, we make sure everything is nice and sanitized before we start this process.
Of course.
It's definitely dirty by the end of the process. And again, I'm just going to mix this up in here. Not super exciting, but again, it dissolves really well and really nice. So you don't have to do too much to it. Huh. And then we're basically going to pump this guy right back into the tank.
That's fast.
Turn my pump on. And put my hose in the barrel.
And there it goes.
And that'll be it. So this is Vidal Blanc. Cameron, if you get a shot here.
Totally.
I've had to add quite a few bags of sugar to this one. So it's very precise. It's definitely a measured application depending on how we test the sugar of the grapes as they come in, which determines how much sugar we need to add. So I'm not sure why this came in as low as it did, especially in a year like this year. And this is from our state vineyard, this Vidal. So I'm not sure why it was so low. It's something I'll have to talk to the growers about that help us with that vineyard after harvest here. But yeah, Vidal Blanc, after this, it's going to be right where we want it. Going to ferment away. That's going to be nice wine for our New York Brew, as well as for our luminescent sport. It's also a component of that. So
it's beautiful.
That's it. That's Chapitalization. So hope you learned something. Cameron, did you learn something?
I did. It's really cool to see that whole little process there.
Yeah, and now I got to go clean up. So thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so hope you enjoyed that Chapitalization.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, right? You learned something.
I did. Yeah. Never knew that.
My least favorite thing to do. It's so messy, and you're lugging around these big bags of dextrose, and it's just a messy process.
It's everywhere.
But that's all done now. Everything's chapitalized that needs to be chapitalized. Again, doesn't add any sweetness to the wine whatsoever. It really just increases the alcohol percentage that you would have otherwise gotten with the wine fermentation. So pretty cool. Part of the process. Glad we were able to take you behind the scenes to have a look at that.
Lovely.
Yeah. Let's talk about what's happening at Toast Winery. Busy October continues to roll along. We've got another wine basically sold out. There's 2 bottles sitting on the shelf of Citra. So that's gone. That won't be back until the late spring, early summer of next year. So Citra is sold out. But hey, we've got another new wine to tell you about today, Cameron.
Do. Yeah.
What are we drinking today?
Barrel-aged Chardonnay today. I like this one.
Barrel-aged Chardonnay, 2023 vintage. We already have an unoaked Chardonnay on the tasting sheet. So the difference here is this one has been aged in oak. So let's talk about this wine again. Barrel-aged Chardonnay. Went through malolactic fermentation. So we've talked about malolactic fermentation a few times on the show. So MLF. Again, I applied a bacteria to it to make sure that MLF completes. And I chose a strain specifically that avoids the buttery flavors that you can get sometimes when you oak a Chardonnay. and put it through that MLF, and so it's more to enhance the tropical flavors. I wanted to keep the fruit in the wine. I think we've definitely done
Totally
that.
nailed it.
And again, that malolactic fermentation is where it transitions malic acid into lactic acid, really smooths out the acid so you don't get that harsh bite from the malic acid. So we've just really tried to maintain the fruit in this wine.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I can smell the oak on the nose, which is nice. Yeah, so you still get that fruitiness from the wine. I would say it has some grapefruit to it for sure.
Yeah.
And then nice oak integration, not over oaked. 7
Like
months in French oak has really integrated nicely into this wine. I mean, we still have a few things. We have a couple of reds still to bottle from 2023.
Nice.
But right now, this is my favorite wine from the 2023 vintage. I'm just going on the record. We'll see how. I mean, this is just a beautiful wine.
That's a good choice. This is lovely. I don't know. I think I still have to stick with Pinot Grigio.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this has definitely got some fuller body to it. It's got some weight to it. Got that nice oak integration to it. I love it. I think this really turned out well. I couldn't be happier with it. So again, stop in today, give it a try, pick up a bottle or two. I think it's worth it.
It totally is. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's good. Topical topics on a Tuesday. So we did the chapitalization thing, so we're not going to go into a big fun story today, but we will do a quick sports check.
Oh, good. My favorite every week. I look forward to it.
I know you do. Not a sports guy, Cameron. Cleveland Guardians are out of the baseball playoffs, so that's sad. But frankly, they played awful. So I mean, they didn't deserve to win or move on.
I would agree.
Anyway, in my opinion, they did not play well at all. But I'm bleeding Dodger blue now, so let's go Dodgers.
Let's go Dodgers.
I am all about the Dodgers right now in this World Series. So let's go Dodgers. And hey, my Buffalo Bills.
They're going strong.
My Buffalo Bills 2-0 now since I've been a fan. 2-0. My new team 2-0. We're going to the Super Bowl this year. I can feel it.
Yep. I'm gonna get a ring this year.
Feel it. 2-0 now. So great job, Bills. Go Bills. And hey, let's get into our top 5 list.
Top 5, absolutely.
Kind of a fun one today, I think. Right? I'm surprised we haven't done this one yet, but kind of thinking through, trying to come up with some ideas here. I realize we haven't done this one.
Out of the box.
Top 5 favorite foods.
Top 5 favorite foods.
Top 5 favorite foods. Let's do it. I'll go first.
You go first.
You went first last week.
Absolutely.
My number 5, burgers on the grill.
Nice.
Yeah. I love a good burger.
Smell.
I love it. I love it coming off the grill. I gotta have it well done, though. I'm just gonna be honest.
Very well.
I gotta have it well done. None of this medium rare, medium stuff with the burger. I want my burgers cooked all the way through. I'll cook your burger the way you want it if I'm cooking for you, but mine's gonna be well done.
That's good, well done. Number 5, I'm going pizza. Any kind of pizza topping I could.
Any kind of topping.
Well, hold on. Maybe no sardines, but I could do any other.
But you can do pretty much everything on a pizza. Okay. All right. That's interesting.
That's true. I could do that.
Good. My number 4. I mean, it's on the list because it's one of my favorites. Mashed potatoes. I know it's not like a meal, but mashed potatoes is one of my favorite things in the world to eat. Like real mashed potatoes too, not like fake stuff that you get in a bag
little packets that you could do.
Yeah.
Authentic.
Now, real mashed potatoes, and peel those things, please. Don't leave the skins on them. There's nothing that ruins mashed potatoes for me more than when you leave the skins on, and I've got these weird bits of stuff in my mashed potatoes. Yeah, no, I peel them. We've got our own little recipe we do, but I love it. Mashed potatoes.
I kind of went out of the box a little bit here too.
Okay.
I guess it's more like a snack maybe. So I'll call it food. I do Doritos and French onion dip.
Doritos and French onion dip. Ooh, that's a good one.
So good.
I love French onion dip, and I'm with you. I can do it with any kind of flavors, chip, anything. That sounds good.
Right in.
That sounds good.
Thank you. Yeah, I was also thinking about getting a little more.
That's a good choice. I think I always have French onion dip on Super Bowl Sunday, so that's coming up.
It's ready.
Well,
Bills are going to be there
coming up February, but
Bills are
always have French onion dip on Super Bowl Sunday. My number 3, buffalo chicken salad.
Good. Okay, good.
Yeah, you're glad. You needed to see that on the list, right? Buffalo chicken salad, crispy chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I want hot buffalo sauce.
No
I want no tomatoes.
There we go. Good.
And I want to shout out my favorite place to get a buffalo chicken salad, which is the Chapitalization in Bath, New York. Love the Chapitalization. It is the best thing. I get it every single time I go. Yeah, love the folks at Chapitalization. Cheers to you guys and my buffalo chicken salad.
Chicken salad.
Yeah, so there it is. If you've not been to the Chapitalization and you're local around here, I highly recommend it. The food is amazing. Mm-hmm. I always get the buffalo chicken salad, but Jane gets lots of different things, and she's always happy with everything she gets.
So funny.
And certainly you've been there with us a bunch of times as well. So great place, amazing food, amazing food. That's most important.
Good.
And great people too.
And
great
salads.
People.
Good salads.
Good buffalo chicken salad. All right, what do you got?
I'm going burgers as well.
Burgers okay. As well. No, much higher on your list than mine.
All right. True.
Burgers for you, number 3. Okay. Well done. You're a well done guy too?
Well, I could do like a little pink in there, just a little.
No pink for me.
That's where we lost it. Lift is gone.
Hockey puck. I always tell them extra well done.
Want the crispy bits on the side.
You can't cook it enough for me. My number 2, pizza. Mm-hmm. Pizza is my number 2. I love a pizza. And unlike you, mm-hmm. I only have one topping that I have on my pizza, and it's the only way I will eat pizza. Pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza. Sometimes extra pepperoni.
Oh, good. Okay. A little adventurous.
Yeah. Pepperoni pizza, my favorite by far.
I like
Love it.
Good. Well, good. At least you like pizza.
It could have been number 1, but my number 1 is...
I'm excited for number 1.
Number 1 is, my favorite all-time thing.
Could eat it all the time.
I just don't have it very often, but yeah, go ahead. What's your number 2?
Number 2 for me is any kind of like Thanksgiving food. So like turkey, gravy, food. Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. There you go. I thought about that. Thanksgiving is coming up.
It's right around the corner.
Yeah, right around the corner. So
good skinned mashed potatoes too. That's another.
It's a good choice. Thanksgiving food. I actually thought about it, thinking, man, I love turkey too. When I was thinking of mashed potatoes, I was almost kind of thinking that line, but I singled out the potatoes. My number 1, and it is my all-time favorite food. Okay. It's a family recipe.
Nice.
We have it once a year. When growing up, we had it all the time, but now it's a pain in the neck to make. But pork and sauerkraut.
Pork and sauerkraut.
Pork and sauerkraut.
Okay.
With what we call spetzels.
Never.
It is amazing. It is by far my favorite thing to eat. I only get to have it once a year right now because it takes forever to make. It's hours in the kitchen. It's a good 3-hour process.
Worth it though.
It is worth it. But we do it on New Year's Day.
Nice.
Just have pork and sauerkraut New Year's Day. Gives you good luck the whole year long.
Beautiful.
That's the theory.
Well, good.
So that's my favorite. Again, family recipe. We actually published the recipe on the Seneca Lake Wine Trail last year.
You did?
They wanted, they had asked for, hey, you guys have any family recipes? We'd love to put a little post together about that. I imagine it's still out there in the archives if anybody's interested in looking at this family recipe. Go to the Seneca Lake Wine Trail website and search for that. Pork and sauerkraut, though. My number 1.
I love that. I'm also going with like a maybe family recipe. My mother makes this all the time. It's nothing grand. But she used to bake these like cheese buns almost. And it was just like the little bun just filled with all these different various cheeses. And it's so good.
Okay. I beg her cheese stuffed bread or
so good. Yeah, it's like cheese stuffed bread almost. It's so good.
Okay.
Like a little bit of salt on top of it too. Ooh,
all right, that sounds good. It's a family recipe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she makes it. I have to beg her almost every other month to make some, but
she makes it from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
The yeast,
the bread,
rolls, and everything. Yeah, I love it. That's the way to do it.
Like once every 6 months.
Very cool. Once every 6 months.
Once every 6 months.
Yeah,
it could be
so
sooner.
You don't have it very often either. All right. I know your mom's watching.
She does watch. That's why I'm saying it.
So she's you're planting the seed. Come on, Mom.
She's doing it right now.
Get that cheese bread ready or the buns.
Please,
the stuffed cheese buns.
Sometimes she puts pepperoni in there, by the way.
Really?
Let you know.
Ooh, I love pepperoni.
You do like pepperoni?
I do. All right, that was good. That was
It was
interesting,
fun.
right?
I like that.
I know. It's
Yeah.
like people. It's almost like speed dating a little bit for people, right?
Gotta
You're getting to
know
know
what they
us, getting to know us, what we like, what we don't like.
It's true.
All right, let's get into the toast. I
course.
did a toast this week from Maroon 5. It's for my kids this week. So my kids, I don't even think they watch the show, by the way. I really don't think they do. But
Maybe soon.
anyway, just thought of this. They lost someone special in their lives this past week. So, feeling for them a little bit. I know they're hurting. So this is from Maroon 5. And this is for the kids who I'll see this week a little bit later. So, toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Because the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. Cheers.
Cheers.